Hi, my name is John Colo-Rotolo, and I'm president of Anchor Builders, and today we're going to discuss my thoughts on pricing a home per square foot. A prospective customer who was calling and asking me about, how much does it cost to build a house per square foot? And I was like, well, that's not really how we price that. She wanted to say, well, what we want to do is we want to call all the builders in town. We want to get what they charge per square foot. And then based on the price that you're going to charge us per square foot is how much, is we're going to be able to talk to this particular builder. So based on what my answer was in terms of price per square foot, she would then put a matrix together and say, okay, you're in, you're out, and this is who we're going to go to based on the lowest price per square foot. And I was like, well, I said from a research standpoint, I think it's a good idea, but you're going to find that the numbers are going to be all over the place. It'll be different. Some folks will charge, some folks might say $200 or $300 a square foot. Another guy might say $150 per square foot. But you don't know what assumptions that are being made when they give that price out. So I said the best thing to do is you need to sit down, with a professional builder and, really interview the builder, talk to him and or her, and get an idea of what the builder will offer you, and try to combine your requirements with what the builder offers and see if you can get to a point where a price per square foot makes sense. In our particular case, what we usually do is we want to listen to the customer. We want to make sure that we get as many assumptions out of their head as possible, so that when we do start to quote a price, and we can give we will give a very graduated scale of pricing, like, well, we can do it between this price and that price is kind of where my guesstimate would be. But really, until we actually get some drawings in hand, or what I'll be able to do is maybe pull some older plans that we've built before that were similar in respects to what the customer might be looking for. In which case we pull that plan out and say, well, this is similar, and if they agree or they don't agree, and then, well, these are the changes we want to make. And so we start to kind of boil it down to what it is they want, what we've done in the past, and what we could project in the future to try to determine a guesstimate price. But to quote a price per square foot over the phone, even the land, the lot will make a huge difference. If the lot is difficult to build on, if it's remote, if it's a walkout lot versus a flat lot, there's so many variables in the structural component of the house, the beginning part of the house, that would include the land, the foundation, and the framing. From that point forward, you can start. Then it becomes much simpler to price out because you have the framework done. But until you get to that point, there could be a lot of surprises along the way that you hadn't anticipated. Maybe soil structure underneath the ground isn't what you thought it would be, or you come up with a giant rock and now you have a big hole in the middle where your footing has to go. So you've got to fill that with crushed stone in order for the house to be stable. So many, many, many variables, and I always try to warn and protect my buyers that we won't. There might be some variable costs based on foundation and framework, and once we get to past that point, it's pretty easy to predict what the pricing is going to be. I want to thank you for watching this episode on how to build a home properly for the lowest possible price.